Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is number 252 for the week of March 3rd, 2019. I am Nemesis, and I am joined by Alca7raz. As always.
As always.
Yeah, not a whole lot really happening in the last few weeks, honestly.
Yeah, just waiting for the snow to melt.
Yeah, waiting for snow to melt. I know, finally got some figures in that I've been waiting on. Got those actually reviewed finally, and released. Built a Master Chief, if you saw my channel at all, or my Twitter.
I've just been buying little personal computer project stuff.
Been playing a new game, called not new for me, Distance.
Distance.
Been pretty fun.
I remember
good soundtrack too.
PAX.
Yeah, I've been playing that a little bit, so on and so forth. Just or just kind of the occasional, oh hey, unexpected expense, yay!
Cars are fun.
Yeah, especially when they're old.
Oh yes, used cars.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about pony stuff. And that pony stuff includes things like news, a couple shorts, an old episode, and some fan content.
Yeah.
So probably should go ahead and get started. Why not?
That's what we always do.
Yeah. So we'll start off with the news. And if you want to follow along, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes, spelled LIBSYN. And you can go to all the links and see further details that we might not share because we want to go through this quickly. Anyway, so we'll start off with convention stuff, and that will be Jason Thiessen will be appearing at BronyCon.
Cool.
Former director, I think. I don't think he's actually working on the show anymore now. I'm not sure.
I don't know if he is, but he was the original. He was there.
He was there, and he's also did the movie, which is why he wasn't working on season 7 and 8, I believe, or season 7 and 6. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
because he was working on the movie. Anyway, BabsCon has announced Bill Newton, Mike Vogel, and Josh Haber.
Awesome.
And they just announced those latter two. They just announced those. And Winning CD PonyCon has announced Jim Miller and lots of community musicians.
Yeah, was it 14 or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, they have them all listed on their Twitter, so that there they are on the tweet. If you want to see if any of them catch your interest.
There's some interesting ones, so looks like it's going to be good.
And in fandom news, there is a survey for the fandom about conventions, actually. So it's kind of convention and fandom news. But yeah, There's that survey out. Probably should go take it.
Yeah.
Talk about what you want to see at conventions and whatnot.
Yeah,
good idea.
And keep an eye on Charlie's tweets and stuff, because every now and then they'll update it with new questions, so you can go and
at
update
Tech Charlie.
Yeah, Tech Charlie.
Yeah, there's I to fill it out a bit.
Yeah, it lets them know what people actually go to conventions for, what kind of things, why they go. Stuff like
just
that.
Also remember, because things are going to be slowing down a bit, conventions will end just because of, well, as we've said for years, 40-something conventions per year is a little much.
Yeah,
and
that was much.
The crunch was inevitable, and it's coming.
Yeah, and the fandom's calming down kind of a thing, and everything else is going to have to follow it until
be prepared for maybe 2 or 3 a year.
Yeah, it'll hopefully it'll all balance out, but at a lower level than what we have now.
And the other bit of fandom news, the Pony Music Archive is up with over 600 gigabytes of the highest quality copies of fan music. Highest quality available, anyway.
Yeah, available.
Some of them are not super high quality.
Yeah, some of them just, there is no higher quality available.
That's what you got.
So
that's what you got. Yeah, 600 gigabytes, so
that's a lot.
That's music. You can get lower quality ones for, smaller file sizes, but still, it's a lot. And beware your data caps.
Yes.
Be very aware of those when you download this. Check that out if there's maybe some lost music you're trying to rediscover.
Yep, go and see all the stuff that we've made over the years.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we made it.
We as a fandom.
Anyway, merchandise news. Amazon has listed the Twilight and Fluttershy Fashion Squad set. This is another one of the Equestria Girls new minis. Just these two characters instead. And the Pocket Ponies app is now on Android. I have not had a chance to check it out yet. It just literally came out, so...
yeah, I keep meaning to, but I keep getting distracted.
Well, also now I've been playing other mobile game on my phone, so there's that.
Ah, you weeb.
Hey, by the way...
Darn weebs.
Says the other weeb.
Says the other.
That's how it is.
Anime fans are like Transformers fans, I guess. And a whole bunch of other fans. We always bash on each other, on ourselves.
Moving on. New MLP miniatures are coming from WizKids.
WizKids.
Mm-hmm. They're doing other stuff too, including Transformers, apparently. But yeah, ponies.
Yeah.
And G.I. Joe.
Yep, they got just Hasbro stuff.
And Kid Robot is bringing out some new MLP toys. These are kind of weird because they're called Just to Impress. And, well, for one, there's also this weird giant plush Dashie. But
oh, geez, that one.
But it looks like they're dressed up and stuff. Like, you got a Twilight with a ball cap and whatnot. It's like, huh.
You can kind of see some of the pictures on the side. The one photo that's uploaded. Some color photos. But yeah, this like the hipster dash.
Hipster dash plush.
It's like, all right.
And Tales of Equestria's new Philly-sized Follies adventure book is up for pre-order. A new Twilight toy based on the Rainbow Road Trip special has a commercial, and this commercial has some new animation.
Yep, it looks like it's movie style, too.
Movie style, and we know the Rainbow Road Trip is Boulder, and I remember hearing something about Boulder was actually going to use the movie style stuff, because they're animating in Toon Boom Harmony.
Yep, that's what I'm hearing.
So it would make sense for them to just grab the movie assets. They already exist.
They're there. Don't reinvent the wheel.
In comic news, Friendship is Magic number 75 has a preview out, an extended preview, and this comic actually will be coming out in a few days. So if you hasn't already come out by the time you hear this, because it's supposed to be the 6th of March.
Which means we gotta wait 2 weeks to.
And this is where they finally introduce Cosmos.
Yeah, and we won't get to it for another 2 weeks.
Such is life.
C'est la vie.
And the May 2019 solicitations are out, and Friendship is Magic number 78. The thrilling conclusion to the Cosmos story arc is here. No, it's not. With the most powerful ponies in Equestria under Cosmos' control, do the remaining ponies stand a chance, and whose side will Discord take?
Well, those are some spoilers.
It's fine. It's fine. And a new series, Spirit of the Forest, number 1 of 3. The Cutie Mark Crusaders are back. When Apple Bloom, Scooty Loo, and Sweetie Belle take a trip into the woods, they find a forest filled with trash. Just who could be causing this mess? Looks like it's another mystery for our favorite fillies to solve, and one where not everything is as it seems.
Someone's littering in the forest.
What a jerk. And Friendship is Magic news. A new Essential Handbook is coming out. Yeah, we've already had 2 of those, and this one apparently will be at least covering all the way through Season 9 and the specials. Huh. So basically, probably will have everything. Because I know the last 2, basically, one's like, oh, here's all the way up to Season 5, and then the other one has been like, after that. Or something like that. I can't remember the exact. Or was it? No, it was 2 Season 4, and then the other one Season 5 forward. And mine might either, I'm not sure if it's going to have all of them, or just, well, the last bit they haven't covered yet from the other 2 handbooks.
Yeah.
We'll see. And Patton Oswalt has confirmed he is returning to MLP.
Yay! No details, though.
No details, but not surprising. But he's coming back, so cool pants. And the final bit of news. Season 9 was confirmed for April with a short teaser.
Yep.
Short teaser, which, okay, spoiler time now.
Okay, yeah.
Holy crap. He's back.
Yep.
He tries to kidnap Flurry Heart.
And nothing of value is lost.
Exactly. Finally, good.
Yeah,
oh, he's a good guy now. I see.
Yeah,
cool.
Except in the other scene where he wrecks the Tree of Harmony.
Yeah, the Tree of Harmony gets wrecked a little bit.
Apparently.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. A little spit shine to clean that up, right?
Yeah, of course.
But, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Oh, so we see the main 6 doing something.
Doing something like Rainbow Power.
Stuff.
It looked like Rainbow Power part 2.
I guess.
All kind of floating in a big glowing whatever all together. Yeah, that looked like what happened.
Yeah. Thing is, yeah, people notice like Sombra's back, which, oh boy, this kind of, that one comic arc is tossed out the window now.
Yep.
Because remember that one had Sombra getting redeemed and all that stuff.
Yep.
Nope, out the window it goes. It's irrelevant. Sombra's back and evil. The other thing was, well, in the show, he died. I mean, they straight up said he died.
Yep. Well, a piece of his horn was left. I wonder if they're going to use the commonly seen thing I see a lot in fan works where that piece of the horn is what allows him to come back.
No. I'm pretty sure I know what happens, but I won't say anything.
Oh, from the leaks.
Yeah, this is the other thing. He was in the leak too, Sombra, by the way. So I kind of already knew Sombra was coming back, but
now it's officially confirmed. With massive spoilers, because thanks, Discovery Family.
Well, it's probably the premiere, so it's not, won't take long to get spoiled. It's just like, hey, guess who's coming back in the premiere?
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's coming in April. They haven't said when in April, but April. Which also lines up with the leak, because the leak said April 2019, which is a month later than normal. How about that?
How about them apples?
We'll find out exactly when soonish, probably either when the TV listings start coming out, or whatever, or they'll announce it, one or two. We'll find out.
Yep. And
that is the news. Not a whole lot, but some interesting stuff in there, that's for sure. Especially that last one.
Yeah, that last bit.
That was also, the other thing was the trailer was a Game of Thrones parody again. I almost forgot about that.
Oh, right.
And they had Spike. Oh, look, it's all evil. Oh, it's just Spike.
Oh, it's just Spike.
Get out of here, Spike. You're ruining the shot. But anyway, we've got to move on from news to some discussions, including, well, some shorts. And we'll start off with the Friendship's Magic shorts to... why not? The first one is Starlight the Hypnotist, and it was written by GM Barrow, in which apparently Twilight's freaked out about ladybugs because of reasons, I guess. And she's freaked out and she wants help to deal with it, and Starlight offers to hypnotize her to get rid of the fear, and then Pinky ruins it, and now Twilight kind of flies kites when ladybugs are mentioned or something. So, right. I don't like this short. I'm apparently really not alone on that one.
A lot of people were upset about various aspects in this one.
My thing is basically I feel like it's kind of the Flanderization of Twilight, because what it is, it's basically taking a single part of Twilight, which is her tendency to freak out over small things, and amplifying it and just adding more reasons for her to freak out over nothing, and basically making it her primary character trait, and possibly only character trait, is just, oh, it's funny to see her freak out, let's make her do that again. But there's ladybugs now, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that aspect, really, that they're kind of feels like sometimes they really rely on this Twilight freaks out to be, just to be funny. I feel like, yeah, again, this Flanderization just kind of ignores a lot of the other aspects of Twilight character, including she can be funny in other ways. Like when she's snarky.
Yeah. That's also a 2-minute short, and they just want her to do something.
I know. So, there's other thing, which is yeah, I know there's the other thing, which is the ladybug thing
the whole
itself,
ladybug
specifically.
Thing
which, yeah, it's...
We've seen Twilight be perfectly fine around ladybugs before. So
yeah, it's a small detail, but it's also the thing for me, it's like you've already got the irrational fear established for her with the quesadillas. It's like you could easily use that and not have to write a new one. Because to me, it's like when you add that many, adding multiple irrational fears to someone like that, it's kind of getting a little weird.
Yeah, but it's like they also said, because people started complaining about it, they said, we know, we were just having some fun. That's all it was. It was a 2-minute throwaway short.
Which I'm going to also ignore, because also the whole thing with Starlight, because...
I was surprised you haven't mentioned that yet. Like, oh, look, Starlight's messing with people's minds again.
Yeah, it's basically, to me, letting her hypnotize someone is like handing a recovering alcoholic an open bottle of beer. Not the greatest idea.
Except with hypnotists... Yeah. Hypnotizing people, you can't actually make them do things that they wouldn't be willing to do anyway.
But it's still kind of letting... But the thing is, this also is magic, so that's kind of...
I know, but she didn't use magic.
I know, which way, it was weird because using hypnosis with magic was the book of the title or whatever it was. Or using magic for hypnosis or whatever it was.
Magic, I don't know.
Which way, letting Starlight... mess with people's heads, even in this way, still feels like not the greatest idea.
It wasn't Starlight's idea.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Letting Starlight do that is not the greatest idea. But
she didn't do anything wrong this time.
I know, but still Pinky did too. But still, it's just one of those don't like this.
It's a 2-minute throwaway short.
I know. It doesn't excuse it from criticism, though.
I know it doesn't, but it just means it doesn't have as big of you can't expect as much as you would out of the main episodes, because they're just gonna... It's something that they're throwing together for fun.
I know, but I can still criticize. I'm going to, and that's what I'm doing. It's not... I don't really like it. It wasn't particularly good, honestly.
The faces were absolutely amazing.
Yeah, some of the faces are great, but beyond that, it's just... That wasn't really particularly... I feel it wasn't particularly well thought out as a short, honestly. Even other shorts, I think, were just plain better. The other shorts were just plain better,
We've had some, but I don't think it was that horrible.
Yeah, like I said, I think you could have actually just used the pre-existing thing, which I think was also GM Barrow wrote that one, other one, the KCD one. I can't remember if that one came up in the GM Barrow episode or not. But
I can't remember.
That was like you could have used a pre-existing one rather than adding a new one and still got pretty much the exact same short out of it. But if she would have been flying KCD a kite, but okay. Which would be interesting, but sure. So yeah, I didn't really like it. The other one, last one. Sundae, written by GM Barrow as well. And apparently, yes, there is the last Friendship is Magic short, at least made by DHX, as far as Jim Miller knows anyway. Could be another one, but there's going to be an ice cream museum, and Pinky's hyping it up, and hey, guess what? She goes on a little too long, and ice cream melts. Oops. That's pretty much it, really.
Yep.
Kind of basic, and yeah, it's kind of, the joke going right in.
Yep.
You know what's going to happen. So it's one of those, the setup's the whole point is just, it's really long. Or, not really long, but Pinky's a little long-winded.
Pinky's a bit long-winded.
And she ignores the cakes, even though they're like, Pinky. Also, if you're going to have an ice cream museum, maybe it should be somewhere,
refrigerated.
cold.
At least have a good refrigeration unit going. They keep the area.
And maybe not outside on a hot summer day.
Yeah, but the thing on a hot summer day, everyone wants something cold. And since you're able to sample that, it would be perfect.
But then if you go into your refrigerated room, you're going to...
Exactly. You're supposed to have some sort of refrigerated area, but to have it on a hot summer day is a perfect time.
I know, but I'm just saying outside in a hot summer day.
You could have a tent if it was already in a tent.
It didn't help, obviously.
No, because they didn't have a refrigerator. They didn't have an AC unit.
That probably would have barely helped unless they had a whole bunch of them. But that's why I said refrigerated room.
It's just use magic. They have magic.
Not those three.
No, but they could have borrowed someone.
Could you have a cup of magic?
You could have a cup of magic.
This is all right. Yeah, so that's the last of shorts though for Friendship's Magic stuff. So we'll probably not see more ever again. Because it's all coming in.
Yeah.
I'll say that this batch of shorts, I would say Alicorn's probably the best one.
Alicorn was pretty good.
That was probably the best one. I think that was the one that kind of really played to the strengths of the, I guess, 2-ish minute format. That one, I feel that one played the strengths most without kind of either kind of dragging out the joke too much, or B, just kind of doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
That's on the Friendship and Magic stuff. But on the Equestria Girls side of things, though, there's 2 more shorts there, too. First is Game Stream, written by Katie Chilson. And this is Sunset has a gaming stream.
Yay.
And she has Fluttershy on there, and lets Fluttershy pick the game, and then Fluttershy somehow wins against Sunset, who's freaking out.
She has a heated gaming moment.
Not that heated. Thankfully, she doesn't go that far. I don't think Sunset would.
No. At least not after her reformation.
Yeah. I would hope that at least even evil Sunset has some standards.
I would hope so, too.
In fact, if I recall, she does have some degree of standards. Like, she won't actually hurt Spike. Remember that? She'll capture him, sure. Kidnap him, sure. But she won't actually hurt him.
Yeah.
That's like a moral event horizon she won't cross. Hurting a dog?
Hurt a dog? I'm not gonna kick a dog.
I'm not gonna hurt the dog. But yeah, it's she's live streams.
Yeah.
Video games, and
she's a gamer.
She rages a little. It's a little funny, and she also has an emote. It's got a little custom emote thing.
Yep.
And Matrix background.
Yep.
But yeah, it's also just kind of weird. Like, just press the button to climb, and for some reason she can't. Even though it's like, the game is badly programmed.
The game is something wrong with that game.
The game has an RNG. The only thing I think is there's an element of randomness.
There's one fan comic I saw in response to that. It was actually a remake of an old game that Fluttershy used to play all the time.
Yeah, I saw that one. And it's like,
And that's why. Because it's actually super complicated and Fluttershy just knows how to do it. That's mean.
Oh well. It was funny.
It was interesting, yeah.
And the other one is Best in Show, the pre-show, written by GM Barrow. She's had her hand on a lot of these shorts.
Yep.
And this is, I guess, the pre-show for a pet show in which Applejack and Fluttershy are hosting, although Fluttershy will, of course, kind of have a hard time.
Yeah.
Until she starts talking to the animals.
And then everything is better.
Yeah, because now she's talking about what the animals like and stuff. And then the surprise, because, then we see the different animals, like, they're all dogs, too.
Yep.
You can see, we find Flash as a dog, apparently.
Bulk Biceps has one.
a dog. And then, look, Winona!
Apparently, Bulk Biceps' dog is actually a cameo of one of the staff members' dogs.
Oh, how about that?
Yep.
Also, for some reason, no Spike.
Yeah. Gummy was even there. Pinky brought Gummy.
Gummy's not a dog.
Not even a real animal.
Yeah, it was alright. Again.
It was alright.
Just Fluttershy, I guess, kind of talking to animals.
Finding her confidence in animals again.
And apparently this is part of another
Maybe?
one, looks like, maybe?
Maybe? I don't know.
Considering, the way that the way it's set up, it feels like there's going to be a continuation, like a second short sometime in the next week or whatever.
Maybe, because the other ones are like, it was like clips of series that they're doing that we don't have.
I know, but it's kind of, this one specifically feels like it's part of something, particularly with the way it's titled and everything.
Yeah, the title is definitely different than I'd expect.
Yeah, it really does feel like they are actively going to do a second part.
So who knows? Maybe.
So anyway, it was okay. Again, yeah. As I think, again, I feel like a lot of these shorts just kind of don't really hit their full potential. And I feel like, yeah, this is kind of like, they're all right, but they're kind of also forgettable. Like, you forget exactly what's going on real quick. Except, you remember just long enough to talk about it on a podcast before you're forgetting it ever happened.
Yep.
But it's like, I feel like that's kind of the great tragedy of the Equestria Girls shorts, is like, it feels like they could have done something that's this part of the franchise, and they're just doing shorts. It feels like they could have done more. I think that was, what was it, way back when they first started doing them. I remember that one with Sunset's powers going into overdrive or whatever. I felt like that could have been a bigger thing.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Is like, it feels like honestly, if they're gonna do this much, considering how many shorts they've done, it's like you could have had the budget to just straight up do like a 12, 13 episode season or something, normal length episodes rather than these shorts. I think there's actually enough material for that. So it's, I don't know. I feel like that could have been, something more. That's me though.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the shorts. We're done with those.
Yep.
So we're going to go and move on by going to the past. Back to season 1, yet again. And we're going to be talking about a dog and pony show. So to quickly summarize, Rarity and Spike are going gem hunting because Sapphire Shores wants a new outfit and Rarity needs lots of gems. Rarity gets captured by the Diamond Dogs because they want gems. Spike goes to get the rest of the main 6 to save Rarity. Rarity saves herself from the Diamond Dogs by annoying them, and they're able to leave with a bunch of gems. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. This episode is kind of interesting because it's very kind of different from a lot of the other season 1 episodes in the sense that it wasn't friendship that saved the day.
It wasn't.
Rarity saved herself by herself.
Yep. It wasn't.
And that's really different. In fact, it tends to be really different from a lot of the episodes in general, not just season 1. Just friendship wasn't really the thing here.
No.
Which is unusual.
It is, considering it's supposed to be friendship is magic.
Because like most of the problems are somehow or either involve friends or are solved by friends, and this one is Rarity is just showing Rarity is capable of taking care of herself.
This was just showcasing Tabitha.
Yeah, and in particular, because the whole thing was just because she's a lady doesn't mean she can't defend.
She's not defenseless and helpless because she's a lady.
Even though sometimes she wants to be defenseless. But yeah, so that in of itself is kind of an interesting thing, just because it's unusual for this show.
It is.
For there's something like that to happen, where it's just one saving herself. Yeah, but the other thing that I said is this is another episode that really showcases, I guess, Spike's crush on Rarity.
Yeah,
like
it leans into it pretty heavily.
Yeah, because his whole thing is like he's got to save Rarity. He imagines himself as her knight in shining armor and everything, and all that.
Save the damsel in distress.
Yep, even to imagine spots, including himself as a big old chiseled dragon guy with a lance.
Yep.
Saving the dragon, saving the princess. Wait. I have to think about that one. Yeah, basically Spike doing a lot what all of us do, which is imagining things which are literally impossible.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be cool if that happened. But it does not, and it cannot.
It doesn't. You're not that cool, Spike.
You were never cool.
Was I a good dragon? No.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's because also this. I think this. I'm trying to remember if this was already established before this episode where Spike eats gems. I can't remember.
I can't remember if it was established before this or not. But if it wasn't, it was now.
Yeah, because the factored in this because Spike wants to eat the gems. Right? It's like, no, we got to use them for the costumes. That's the whole purpose we're out here.
Them.
And also Rarity's gem finding spell, which I believe this was episode 9. This came out after Sonic Rain Boom. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because, or not Sonic. Yeah, it came out after Sonic Rain Boom. I think before,
it was,
whatever.
The
Kingdom Hearts Chronicles.
Kingdom Hearts Chronicles, yeah.
I think it came out before. I don't remember if it came out before or after. But anyway, because, like, Rarity's, like, whole thing, she was a field and she got the whole gem finding somehow activated gem finding spell, and that's how she got her Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's her thing.
Yeah, so just again, and of course Twilight just comes and is like, I can do it too. Bah.
Well, she says that Rarity did
show
but still,
her. It's like, yes, Rarity showed her once, and Twilight's like, okay, yeah, sure, I can do it now. Woo. Magical prodigy.
Oh, this was before Kingdom Hearts Chronicles.
Okay. I couldn't remember which order it was, but yeah, okay. Anyway, it's weird because I saw someone talking about that recently about how I didn't understand how Rarity got a Kingdom Hearts because I was like, yeah, it's just it's like, how did Rarity get a Kingdom Hearts? Or I'm something confused about this, how that happens. Like, the gem finding spell.
The gem finding.
Not pay attention?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing. But there was, of course, the Diamond Dogs themselves, which, a lot of people just associate that with Metal Gear because
Diamond Dogs.
Yeah, Diamond Dogs.
Yeah.
You got this whole thing where it's one in particular talks very Gollum-esque. My precious pony.
Precious.
Yeah, and that was just an interesting little thing that this is a whole new species who then just never appeared again, except for brief little human versions in the Equestria Girls short way back when.
Yeah.
Other than that, they just disappeared.
They're gone, never to be seen again.
And we have not seen anything about them since then. Dude, just gone. Okay.
Yep.
I guess.
It's
another one of those things that just pops up once and never appear again. I suspect the same thing's going to happen to Kieran. Surprised the Hippogriffs got more than one episode.
Yeah.
Or the Griffins now. They have a really bad habit of introducing new lore and then never doing anything with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely an interesting episode. I've never been a huge Rarity fan, so just personal preferences on that. Never really put it that high up, but I do have to admit that it was very well done. It was a very good episode. Tabitha's performance. Yeah, this, like I said, this entire episode is just a platform for Tabitha. Just a showcase of her performance. And she's very good at what she does.
Oh, yeah. I thought you wanted whining.
Yes, the whole thing. Tabitha just nails the character.
Yeah, this is. I mean, we had the Suited for Success before, but this I think we really got to see Rarity beyond just the fashionista. We see that she knows how to read the situation and make it play out the way she wants it to.
Yep, she knows how to work a situation to her advantage.
She's very good at social engineering.
Yes.
Oh boy, she'd be really good at that. Oh dear, she'd be really good at that.
She can be. Yes.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. It's like she gets captured, and they're like, and they say they want her to find gems, and she manipulates the situation so that they basically start doing things for her.
Yep, basically just rules the whole underground.
She takes charge within, and like less than an hour, she takes over, just by just knowing how to play
manipulation. The room. It's minor manipulation.
Yeah, she knows how to play the room
and others, and yeah.
It's just like, because of the whole digging thing. I'm not going to chip. I just had a.
I'm not going to chip my hoof.
Even getting him to call her Miss Rarity just by glaring.
Yep. It's just because I can't stand the sound of the whining.
Yeah. Well, the complaining. Remember, it's complaining.
Yes. The whining was even more.
The whining came later because I thought she wanted whining.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a really well done ditch, just because again she just really just took charge of the situation real quick and figured her way out. Like the only reason she needed help from her friends was to get all those gems out of the cave.
She needed help carrying all of her spoils.
Yes, just leave, please.
Take it. Go.
Yep.
I only want you gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm wondering where the Diamond Dogs, when she made them decorate, where they got the banner and the ribbons and the gold goblet. Where did those come from? Like, I know where the gems from the goblet came from. That's obvious. Where did the rest of the goblet come from?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it was just really interesting. The other thing was, yeah, also had the two Spike big nose. Just, nah!
Yeah.
Yeah. The main six kind of were like just, they're there, but they don't
there,
really do a whole lot. Except for they have the brief little, I guess, fight scene of sorts.
Yeah, trying to get into the holes to get underneath.
Yeah, they're very, very secondary to Rarity. It's weird, too, because like Rarity and Spike are the first part of the episode, then the main six, or the rest of the main six for a good chunk of the middle, then back to Rarity for most of the end. Which is weird. It's a kind of an interesting, I guess, layout. By the way, this is written by Amy Keating Rogers.
Yeah.
Who, once again, did a lot of fantastic work for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting that just how they I guess it was structured and whatnot, how the focus they worked on this one. Well, the other thing was Sapphire Shores, who, appeared and didn't appear again till like season...
Oh, which one? Was that the one with Sweetie Belle? And,
yeah, the next one
that was
Sweetie
the
Belle.
next one that showed
That
up?
was four, yeah. I believe that was 4. For Whom the Sweetie Belle Toils.
Which is season 4, episode 19.
Okay, yeah, see, I thought so. Yeah, season 4, I was pretty sure, because, yeah, Apple Bloom was the last one, I remember. No, yeah, Apple Bloom was the last, the CMC with Luna. Okay, and that was 5, yeah. Okay, yeah, so that was we didn't see her for another Sapphire for quite a while after this one appearance, and remember, because she was the pony of pop.
Yep.
Until she wasn't.
Until no one cared.
Keep introducing new. Of course, it's kind of, I guess, you could see that as kind of a meta thing of this, pop star. They're the hottest, biggest pop star right now, and then 2 seasons later, it's someone completely different.
Yep.
And so a couple seasons later is Coloratura, and then it was Songbird Serenade.
Yeah. Pop changes very rapidly.
After a couple years, you're lucky if you're still relevant outside your hardcore fan base.
Yep. Popularity is a fickle thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's also I think some interesting stuff in there. From lines and stuff. Whoa there, lover boy.
Whoa there, lover boy. Yeah, from Applejack telling Spike
almost
is fantasizing.
Applejack because he was fantasizing, and of course that oddly enough spawned weird Applejack Spike fics.
Of course it did.
Yeah,
Take anything.
I know, but I've always found it weird. This whole weird that the Spike. There's a chunk of the Spike fandom which really likes to make Spike the stud.
Oh.
And somehow just every mayor wants him for some reason because everyone has to do that to the kind of the pathetic character.
Oh.
The character who's pathetic in canon somehow is just a sexual tyrannosaur in fanon.
That's God. That reminds me a lot of like anime stuff. The harem animes.
Yeah, a little bit.
The pathetic
actually
nothing.
Often a lot.
The pathetic nothing guy gets this harem because
how? I don't know. How does this loser get like 6 hot girls going after him? I don't know. Yeah, that's a thing.
A thing. That's a certain thing.
That's a thing. We won't be talking about too much here. Other than what we just did.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a large chunk of this episode really did hinge on the Spike Rarity thing, which Rarity, the way Rarity was acting sometimes around Spike was kind of makes me. It's that good old is Rarity. How aware is Rarity of this? Because at this point, you could say, yeah, she's just blissfully ignorant of the child, kind of the crush thing. Or willfully ignorant.
Willfully ignorant.
There comes a point where it's like she has to know.
Yeah.
Which then, of course, then it begs the question, so why is she just letting it
Because it's useful
go?
and she's a good capitalist.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Of course.
Rarity is industry, remember.
Oh, boy. Yeah. That was interesting. It's
going to some old memes with that one.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Jeez. That's taken from Fable 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Reaver is industry, that's right.
Yeah.
What was that, 3?
All the way back to, what was that, 2011, 2012?
That was 3. I remember that was 3. I remember now.
It was one of the Fable games. Either way, we were talking 7-8 years ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah. You got some stuff going on. Of course, you got the funny bit with the digging, trying to dig. The diamond dogs are filling up the holes. They're trying to dig through them and, kind of.
Just stop it with my face.
Yeah.
Just push it back with my face. And then the whole...
I hit his hands with my face.
He didn't punch me. Yes. I was almost expecting the fight scene where the diamond dogs are popping up.
Oh, that one too.
I was almost expecting Benny Hill to play.
Yeah, that was very slapstick-ish.
Yep.
Yeah, because this is like the diamond dogs just wreck them.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Apparently they're really, really good.
It's also, now I'm thinking, oh god, Star Wars just, how did this happen? We're smarter than this. Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Yeah, and of course the other thing with the bucking, the rodeo, I guess. Applejack finally has a chance to shine, and then never again.
And then never again.
I'm joking.
Take the bull by the horns. Yep.
Very well. She butchered the line though. Should be ready for the horns, but no. Can have that for some reason.
Yeah.
You messed up the. You messed up the phrase. It doesn't make sense anymore. It's like it's dumb as a screen door on a battleship.
Smack like a tree and get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just a genuinely fun episode. I think this is one of where I first really started to like Rarity as a character. I mean, before that, I was kind of ambivalent towards her. Like, I didn't outright dislike her, but I was like, whatever. Before this was where I think where I really started to really like Rarity as a character, because this really shows. This was the episode really shows she's not just some frou-frou fashion pony.
Mm-hmm.
She is not all of that. She's also a master manipulator.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. She knows how to play someone real well. She can formulate a plan and work the situation to her advantage with like no tools or any advantage whatsoever.
She's very resourceful.
Mm-hmm. And this is the first time we see that. And this is the first time we really see any sort of facet beyond that, because her last episode, before this, her episodes that focus on her were all about dresses and stuff, or makeup, or whatever, the girly things.
Yep.
And she says, "I'm a lady." I am a lady.
I'm a lady.
And yeah, it's just really interesting how they did that. And even the whole thing was, the moral again. The moral again was just because she's a lady doesn't mean she can't. Doesn't mean I'm helpless. Yeah. Huh. And it's just kind of, that's really a really nice little lesson there. Just like, again, as it kind of goes back into the, Lauren Faust's original intent, which is there are many ways to be a girl.
Yep.
And it's just a really, really interesting episode. It's just, honestly, I think one of the better ones of season 1, to be honest.
It was a good episode. I will fully admit that. As much as I'm not a Rarity fan, it was a very good episode, and Rarity is a very good character.
Woo.
Just not my character.
Oh, there was some weird lines. It's kind of like, with an eyebrow, because like, you called me a mule.
Oh, yes.
Because mules are ugly.
The mule thing.
It's one of those things, I know, it's one of those things that could really be read badly. because of the implications, especially since later. I can't remember which episode it was, but like, donkeys are a thing.
Yeah. But a mule and a donkey aren't the same
and
thing.
mules, I believe.
I don't know. Oh, there was a mule.
Yeah.
Yes. That was actually Hurricane Fluttershy.
Yeah, that's right.
It was Hurricane Fluttershy that the mule showed up, because it was in the beginning. Dash was throwing out papers, and last one there's a mule as she passes over a mule. No offense, none taken.
That was before. I think there was one before that with Pinky, though.
Was
Pinky said that to no offense to a mule it was like outside.
I can't remember. That's the one I remember.
Yeah, I think that was the second time it happened. Like that was a joke earlier, like actually in season 1 with Pinky doing it. I think, or is it season 1 or early season 2? I'm sure. I remember Pinky doing it. So saying no offense to because none taken. It's just kind of that's weird. Like it's kind of a weird thing. It's
kind of racist.
Yeah, it's just one of those idiosyncrasies you don't think about when you're writing.
Yeah, because it's such a common phrase. Normally,
as a mule, and it's like, yeah, it kind of works here, but it's like, oh, geez, there's actually
there's actual mules in this society here,
talking, mules.
Yeah.
Or there's also the other weird idiosyncrasy of why the cows are fully capable of speaking, yet they're kept in barns and stuff.
And the sheep.
And notice how the cow thing that was kind of quietly changed. Now the cows just kind of occasionally see one wandering around.
Yes. After that one, it's like, oh, right.
Quietly changed that so the cows no longer live in Applejack's barn. Because it's like, that is a little weird.
That's a little weird.
But yeah, it's otherwise. This is actually I think it was just a really nice episode that it's just still a lot of fun to watch, honestly. Yeah. And
Tabitha's performance is just
I think really
perfect.
It was one of the first times we really see Tabitha really get to go a little crazy with the character. Because later on they really let Tabitha go nuts.
Definitely for the better.
They just let her let's actually let a little bit of Tabitha bleed into the character of Rarity.
Rarity is Tabitha, and vice versa. They're the same. There's no differentiation there.
And we find, as time goes on, we find out Rarity's crazy.
Rarity's kind of nuts.
I like this. So, yeah, that's the episode. That was fun.
It's a fun episode, and it really does hold up over time.
Oh yeah, I forgot when the Diamond Dog called her a mule. He also slapped her on the.
And they didn't actually mention that too. She was more upset about being called a mule than you just slapped me.
Also, that one screenshot of her all close up with the arms stretching out to the camera that people use a lot about the marshmallow.
Oh yeah,
made her look very puffy.
So made her long. Her forelegs look like marshmallows.
Rarity the marshmallow pony.
Rarity's a marshmallow.
Taste me, I'm delicious.
Anyway,
yeah, it was fun. So probably say a little bit more about, but I think we kind of hit.
I think we got the big ones,
the good bits.
We could ramble, but we do enough of that.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and move on to fan content, which of course this time consists of music.
Yeah, it usually consists of music.
Well, only music this time.
Only music this time. You don't have any fanfics. But yes, I got 2 songs I want to feature this week. The first one is Lianella Stilson's, hope I pronounced that right, Fireworks. This one I featured just because it's really interesting. The style, the vocal effects, and the feel of it, it's just really intriguing, and I like it. I think it could use some fixes here and there, like mastering and stuff like that. But overall, I still really liked the style. It just stood out to me, and I liked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of sounds are very video gamey.
Yes, there's a heavy vocal effect on it that gives it that
not
sound.
just the vocal effect, but I was talking about the vocal effect's really cool. But yeah, the instrumentation, a lot of it is very video gamey. There's a kind of the airy quality to it throughout, which is interesting because of the way it's structured and how it sounds
and how it flows. And,
it's interesting for sure.
Yes, it's intriguing. It's like, it's different, and I like it. I can't quite place the exacts, but I like it. The second song I have is Forever Free Bronies' The Highest Tower, featuring Eily Monty. Holy crap, Eily Monty knocks this one out of the park with her vocal work. Like, she has got some serious pipes on her.
Yeah.
It is absolutely incredible. It is powerful. The whole feeling, it's big and powerful, all about Luna. And the instrumental work is also amazing. It's just really freaking good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I particularly like the strings throughout.
Yes.
That's a good one. The thing is, this song actually feels like it could be a Bond song. Like the intro for a Bond
like
music.
intro to a Bond. It has that same sort of feel.
That, very much that feeling of it. So you'd be expecting crazy visuals and stuff. I was like, just
the
silhouettes belting out these.
Yeah,
that's really good. And also, almost because there's some lyrics that sound very super villainish. To be honest,
they do. It's kind of hard to place. It's like, is this Luna? Is this good Luna, or because it kind of bounces both? Yeah. Like, I'm standing in the highest tower, or watching over, but good watching over you, but also all-seeing eye. And
Big Brother is watching.
Yes, it's like
the other thing about it is it's weird. It's kind of a lot of the song kind of has this weird. Despite the power lyrics, it's like almost feels sometimes weirdly laid back with like this intensity, ready to spring out and get you.
Yes, yes.
It's a cold up spring, ready to
Yes, just ready to release it. Yeah, it's really well done.
Yeah, check that one out.
Yeah, it's part of the whole album that they just released. So that Forever Free Brony, the whole bunch of other little songs on it. So go check out all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the music. Like I said, no fanfic stuff. I didn't find anything new that was I felt good about featuring, and no updates as far as I could see, and I just checked, so nothing right now. So that's the end of the fan content, which brings us to the end of this episode.
Aww.
Yep, the end of this episode. If you like this, you could also listen to past and future episodes as well. You can go to pony411.libsyn.com. Again, it's spelled Libsyn. You can subscribe to the RSS feed there and check out all that stuff. And you could also check out a whole bunch of links I'm about to mention right about now. You could go to youtube.com/pony411, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff there. Click the notification bell because of things. Thankfully, we're not going to have our comment section completely wiped because of anything.
YouTube. God dang it, YouTube.
Because, YouTube doesn't know how to do anything, right?
One little thing goes bad and they break everything else in response.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you could also find us on iTunes, Google Play, play.google.com/music, or Stitcher. Search for Pony411 and any of those things. You can find us and subscribe to any one of those. Hey, look, I'm simplifying it. Yeah, you can find us on any of those. There's other services we're on, but not officially, I guess, apparently.
Yeah.
Aggregators and whatnot. But you could also find us on ponyvillelive.com if you want to. You'll see us on the banner or whatever. That's the same as YouTube link if you want to go that way. There's also Ponyville FM every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you want to, check us out there. You can also check out other music on there and whatnot. Live DJs, all that stuff. It's a good time. And of course, you can contact us via email, pony411podcast@gmail.com. Questions, comments, criticisms. What do you think of the Dog and Pony Show? The news that happened this week, whatever. Or talk about the the music or whatever. If you want, of course, you go to their YouTube channel and talk about it. But sure.
Yep.
And of course, we're also on Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. Like us there, see the new episodes as they come out, all that stuff on there. And we're also on Twitter @pony411. If you want to see us talk about whatever nonsense things on the Twitter.
Nonsense. Which is pretty much all Twitter is. So that works perfectly well.
You can also, follow our personal Twitters. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1 and he's at Alcatraz717 and _ at the end. Mostly, for me, I've just been releasing more reviews. Did that build video of a Master Chief figure. Oh, I got a new Raz figure too because of that. Apparently, I forgot. When I backed it, I got a tier that was enough for the figure for Raz.
Whoop.
For Psychonauts 2.
Yeah.
Whoops. I forgot. It's been so long. I think that campaign was in 2016. So yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. It has been a while.
Also, see me complaining about not being able to buy Zombieland Saga music.
Yep. I just keep retweeting things.
I'm waiting.
Like ponies.
I will give you my money. Just let me give you my money. But that's that.
That's that.
So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you tune in next time. We'll be talking about something else. Probably another season 1 episode, I suspect.
Maybe, unless something else pops up.
Something crazy pops up.
Yeah.
So join us in a couple weeks. We'll be back. Check out pretty soon if you can. The new to Weeaboo thing we're doing. Hey, yeah, the anime podcast. Check that out. We're getting a new episode. Should be out within the next week or so. Should be, hopefully.
Hopefully, if things go according to plan.
Yep, if things go according to plan, it should be out. You'll be able to check that out. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, please pony responsibly. See ya.
See ya.